Beth, the floor is yours.
Hi, everybody. It's nice to meet everyone. My name is Beth Raineri. I've been a massage therapist for about 15 years now, not to age myself, but it is what it is. I recently closed one practice and opened up a larger one in Liverpool. It's called the Zen Place. Um, I do massage there, but I also do other things. Um, Things like sound baths, meditation, breathwork therapy, mindfulness, all things that help with stress, overall stress and anxiety, ways to cope with them. Um, I've worked with people with disabilities and varying degrees of such for my entire career. When we were talking before everyone got in, I was kind of bragging about myself that I have a 100% rebooking rate, which I am very proud of.
Brag away.
I also would like to offer everyone a free half-hour massage to come in to the Zen Place. It is accessible to wheelchairs. Um, I did do some additions to make it so it was that way. And we have a first floor treatment room. So that is completely set up now, which I'm very excited about. Um, in terms of the things that we offer, has anyone ever heard of a sound bath? Yes.
I
Sound
have.
bath. Yeah. Sound baths are also great because even if a person doesn't have sensation in different body parts, they will still get the vibrational frequencies that pass through those body parts. So a sound bath uses giant crystal bowls to um, kind of clear out any stagnant energy or blockages throughout the body, which um, everyone can relate to and everyone needs really, and helps to accommodate a center more accommodating with healing. So I am trying to do a lot with that in terms of working with disabilities as well. Um, in terms of massage, I mean, who doesn't love a massage, right? But the benefits of massage are great when it comes to being, especially being in a wheelchair, in terms of like neck and body posture. Just that alone can help um, in terms of increase in circulation and helping with, you know, getting the blood flow moving and getting healthy oxygen to tissue and healthy nutrients to tissue that maybe normally wouldn't be getting that is completely helpful. It also increases mood and reduces stress and anxiety because it increases endorphins. And I mean, who doesn't need that? But that is one of the biggest benefits that I've seen on the people in particularly in wheelchairs that I've worked with, their increase in mood, overall mood. um, I worked with one client in particular that was a young kid that his parents started bringing him because he had been getting a lot of sores and ulcers. And after waiting until those healed, I started working with him, and since working with him, he hasn't had a single one. So just things like that that are very beneficial. Um, but does anyone have any questions for me?
I think you mentioned, Beth, before
Yeah.
more people came on, how you're comfortable transferring people. Do you want to
Yes,
talk about
yes.
that a little bit?
I have Popeye arms, so I'm a lot stronger than I look. I've transferred a lot of different clients of all shapes, and sizes. Um, and it doesn't even phase me at this point. I leave it up to the client. I am also able to accommodate working on someone in a wheelchair. and just able to kind of situate them in placements that are still comfortable, but if they want to stay in their chair, they're more than welcome to as well. It just depends on what. I always leave it up to the client, what they're most comfortable with. But I am able to also transfer onto the tables as well. And I do home appointments if a person doesn't feel comfortable coming in. I go into people's homes as well if they feel more comfortable with that. I have a travel table that I bring and would be able to transfer onto that travel table as well. That was a good question. Thank you.
How far to that point do you travel? Are you willing to travel, I guess, for home appointments?
Probably about an hour, I would say.
Okay. And you're, for any of us that aren't unaware, the Zen Place, where is
Yes.
that located?
It's 7916 Oswego Road in Liverpool. It's right across from the Wendy's Big Lots complex. So
Okay.
it's right on that main road. It's in a black and white building. It
Next to Home Team Pub, right? Kind of.
yes, that on that road, but it's a little bit further down than Home
Okay.
Team.
Yep.
You know what,
Familiar.
Beth, I was just thinking, we're having a fundraiser. It's a roll and bowl
Oh, fun.
in September, and I don't know what your availability is, or if you'd like to sponsor or contribute
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
any way.
Absolutely.
That would be great. I mean, we can talk about that after. Like I said, I'm gonna have to hop off here soon. My husband just got home from work and we got to bring the boy. But I just wanted to get that out there before.
Yeah, give me a call.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm going to keep asking questions because I have a bunch. If you don't
Yeah, of
mind.
course.
Everyone else, feel free to butt in. But the types of massage you offer,
Mhm.
is it like deep tissue, just Swedish, different? Are there like any
So
that you
like I
specifically
said,
specialize in?
I'm like Popeye. I'm very strong, and people are always surprised at how much pressure I can do. With that being said, if that's not what the client wants, I can do a Swedish version, which is lighter. I also do cupping therapy, which uses the suction cups that brings stagnant blood to the surface through scar tissue to help kind of disperse everything that needs to be removed from the body. I do the Graston technique with the muscle scraping to get really into the fine-tuned little scar tissue release. I do myofascial work, which a lot of people with injuries and chronic injuries that I've worked on need. And that is because the fascial layer of tissue kind of encompasses the muscles and encases the muscles. And it's supposed to have the texture of a runny egg yolk. And when you injure it, it hardens. And so the majority of the time, if a person, doesn't have full mobility, their fascial tissue will become the texture of like Jello, or what's harder than Jello, like a hard boiled egg. And it's my job to kind of get in there and release the restrictions so that it's more fluid and free flowing, so that the muscles can operate better.
So after you would do something like that, would there be any after like spasticity, or how would that affect,
That's a good
say you
question.
do
Yeah.
paralyzed legs, and then is there anything to expect after the massage?
So the people that I've worked on that don't have movement in their legs will report that they have an influx of nerve feelings throughout their legs and the muscles within their legs, which as a practitioner, I immediately get excited for and immediately think, well, that's promising because you're starting to feel through there. Whether or not that's true is up for debate with the doctors, and I'll let them handle that. However, from my standpoint, any sort of sensation and increase in that movement is a good thing. And I work to try to tell people up front that, getting work done should never be painful above a 7 level. And if it is, then whoever you're working with is not doing their job correctly. So if you're having massive spasms that are blinding you, then something's off and I would adjust.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I know you mentioned the cupping. I've been doing some cupping at home. Adrian got me started on it a little bit, and I bought a kit at home, and I do it pretty regularly. And I don't know if anyone else gets this, but like where my injury site is, maybe couple levels lower, I have this I call it my band that goes around my torso, and it's like a super sensitive area, especially on my left side. And I've noticed when I do the cupping, or when my wife does the cupping on me, like initially when she puts it on, it hurts like hell. I'm not gonna lie. Like when she first puts it on, but after about the first 5 minutes, it settles down, and we probably leave them on there for about 15 minutes. And as soon as she takes the cups off, I have immediate relief in those areas in what I call my band, kind of where everything changes in my torso. So I think cupping would be, for me anyways, that helps a lot, and I think it'd be something that would be interesting for people to try too.
Also, Josh, one good thing about cupping is don't just try to set them there. Also try to move them around your body.
Right.
Set them there for a little bit and then move them, because that will get the blood flow moving even more and you'll get more relief.
Perfect.
Do you happen to do any active range technique by chance?
Yes, actually, especially in the neck. I took a continuing ed course on that and trained in that. And think that that's an amazing technique, especially when I have people come in with neck injuries or neck soreness, which I can tell just by looking at people on this thing that some of you do.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, I've had that in the past, and it works really well. It's a little more painful up front, but the relief is greater, I think.
Back.
It is a little bit more painful up front. And I tell people that when I work on them, I'm like, this is not going to be pleasant, but it's going to be worth it. And you just kind of got to work your way through it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What's the technique?
So it utilizes some of the connective tissue and then stretches while you're doing your head to this side without turning it. And it'll stretch out the tissue that needs to be stretched out, that fascial tissue that I was talking about, the connective tissue. And that helps because it encases all the muscles. It helps the muscles to be more healthy as well. So it's a double win on that front.
The Grasson's pretty cool too. I used to do Grasson in my office, and it's another one of those ones that can be a little intense at first, but I mean, I don't know how long you do it for, Beth. I used to do it it's not a long process, but it's helpful to break up a lot of adhesions and scar tissue.
If a person has a lot of scar tissue buildup, that's when I call that in. That's like my secret weapon.
Yeah, and if any of us have had any spinal surgeries, there's scar tissue.
That's also helped some patients with tone too, the Graston technique. Like they feel like that breaks up their tone a little bit. So if anyone
Interesting
has issues with that, I know that's helped some of my patients with lower extremity spasticity and shoulders too.
Yep.
Beth, do you do like stretching of people's limbs and
Yes.
control with that too?
Yes. I do that both in like massage appointments where it's me moving the client, and I'll also outside of that have the client, like I said, with that one technique where I'll have them move themselves. So it just depends on what my goal is for that appointment and what I'm trying to accomplish. But stretching is a big part of it as well.
So have you ever heard that someone with carpal tunnel that can affect the shoulder neck
Yes.
pain?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can fix that in like a half hour.
Really? The carpal tunnel?
I'm very confident. I told you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Beth, but don't you have some sort of special certification for carpal tunnel too, or some?
I have to go back and look. I have taken. I'm kind of a nerd, so I've taken a lot of classes.
Wow.
I have taken a lot on carpal just for my own sake to try to help my hands. But yeah, carpal tunnel. I know a lot of different tips and tricks, so I can take good care of you.
What are you doing tomorrow? No.
Oh, that's funny.
I got a couple questions, Beth.
Sure.
One is I would love to get that half an hour with you.
Absolutely.
But I'm a bit of a drive, and I know a very good massage therapist that's in my area. I was wondering if I could get the two of you to combine, maybe, so I don't have to drive so far.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm okay with
perfect.
working with another person if she's okay, or he.
Yeah, I would imagine she would be because she's been begging me for years to get her hands on me to do some things. So,
Yeah.
there's that. And my other question is I've seen different videos of getting massages while in a chair.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of it where you have to lean forward so you can get. I've got some quad obesity, and it's hard for me to lean forward for a long period of time, especially because my shoulders always hurt. How is that fixable? Like
so then wouldn't really have you lean forward if that's not comfortable for you. We can just work with you sitting straight up, and I can just work on the shoulders, or we can transfer you if you're comfortable with that. If I have another person maybe there to help, or just working strictly in the chair with you sitting up. There's a lot of different possibilities. It really just depends on what you're most comfortable with.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, I need some pans to spray on that.
Beth, do you have any tables that are a little wider? Like, just because I think sometimes that would make someone more comfortable transferring. Okay.
Yes.
So my table is typical massage.
No, because I don't even feel comfortable on that. And I'm not like a big person. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I've always found that a little sketchy to do a transfer.
Starfish it when I get a massage.
Beth, as far as the physical space. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. As far as the physical space that you're in, I know you said that you made some adaptations to it. I guess it's not a silly question, but is there a restroom in there, and can it accommodate the size of a wheelchair?
Yep.
Okay.
It's actually the biggest restroom that I have. I have 3 restrooms. That one's the biggest. Okay. So it's perfect that it's on the first floor. It has a handlebar that's wheelchair accessible. It has everything that you would need. The sink is low enough that people can access it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
Is there a parking lot? Because I know some of the things in Liverpool are tough as far as parking.
Yep, there's a parking lot right behind the space. So you would be able to park anywhere in the space that you would want to.
Okay, great.
And the ramp to get on is right next to the parking lot. So it's very easy.
Yeah. This is exciting because I've kind of been looking for somebody who
isn't
intimidated by a wheelchair.
No, not at all.
Yeah. I used to do cupping with another massage therapist who left the area, and it really helped my shoulder pain.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah,
Well, come on in.
I will. Are your rates and everything? Do you have a website that
I do
the
have a
prices?
website.
Okay.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
That's okay. We can find you.
Okay.
I will put it in the chat because I was just on
Okay.
it.
Beth, how do you prefer
Awesome.
people contact you? Call, text, email? What's the?
Usually it's easier for me to respond to a text if I'm in between session. I also have online booking. If you go to the website, you can do it right online. I prefer someone text me just because it's easier for me to shoot a text back if I'm walking into session rather than giving a call back. But if there are questions that you want to ask me privately or anything that you want to go over just to talk before you come in, feel free to give me a call and I'll call you back as soon as I'm done for the day.
At some point before we end, then be okay to share your number with everybody?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I could do it now.
Sure.
It's 315
Mm-hmm.
409
Mm-hmm.
6186.
Shouldn't take long, right?
6186.
15 minutes, maybe 20 at the most.
It's in the chat.
I've been taking notes too. So just, I know Connor's gonna put the video out, but and I'll have you look over it, Beth, make sure I didn't say anything that wasn't correct before I send it out. But it'll have like a brief minutes of our meeting so you guys can look at it, and then it'll have that info on it too.
I know there's a lot of variables with what people's needs are and what you're looking to accomplish and all that, but is there a preferred frequency? Like say you were going to do cupping or myofascial release, is it like something that it makes sense to do it a certain amount of times in a certain amount of time frame?
That's a great question. I get asked that question all the time, and I always tell people that if you want to just have like maintenance massage where you're dealing with the same type of issues and getting relief but maybe not really progressing, once a month is like the typical standard.
Okay.
If there are things that you want to actually improve on, that depends on the person and what their muscle memory and how they carry their body, how much water they drink, things like that, which I won't know until I actually work on you and we can figure that out as we go. But I always tell people it's better to come more frequently in the beginning, even if it is for less time. So if you have like, oh my God, I'm dying, my neck and shoulders hurt so bad, I tell people come once a week for a couple of weeks in the beginning and we'll work on that area and get progress, and then we can bump back and eventually go down to a regular maintenance massage. So that type of thing is usually how I work.
Great. And I just had one more question.
Yeah.
At the beginning you talked about the sound therapy or sound.
Yeah.
Is that something that I don't know anything about it, but do you ever pair that with anything else? Or is that something you really just do?
So
I'm like a big multitasker.
Yeah, no. I use guided meditation during the sound baths, and I also use breath work therapy.
Oh, okay.
I've never combined a massage and a sound bath. However, sometimes when I'm doing a sound bath, I will hit certain acupressure points on the body to try to get the vibrations into those areas quicker. Or using what's called a tuning fork. Sound baths are really great. A lot of times we store trapped or stored trauma in the hips that we're not even aware of. And if a person is not able to move their hips or stretch the hips out, they might not be able to actually release those trapped stored emotions or traumas. So what the sound bath does is I'm able to kind of gear what a person has gone through around the different sized bowls and different frequencies to help those frequencies get into those areas and release things that need to be released energetically to ultimately create a body that can heal better and faster.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Of course.
Was there something that made you want to, I mean, there should be, every place should be like this, but as you're finding out, it's kind of unique that your clinic is so accessible. Was there something that made you decide to make this
Well,
happen?
honestly, I used to, Josh, am I allowed to talk about you?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Okay. I used to work with Josh and have stayed in touch since his accident. And our old place was not handicap accessible. And so I wanted to make sure that this one was, because I've seen what he's gone through and it's broken my heart. And I've cheered him on the entire time and just want to be able to be there for people in similar situations, to be honest.
Basically, because Beth's an awesome person.
Sounds it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Josh.
it does sound like it for sure.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
We appreciate you being inclusive for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There's not sadly enough of that in that field, it seems, as far as especially the kind of the infrastructure that surrounds it and just getting in a building. Simple as that. So
You don't know until you know somebody that it happens to, and then you're very aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to start getting more people on, more aware that they need to be on this. I know a lot of people in this industry, so there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to have, an accessible building.
Well, and it's something too that I think would be very beneficial for, any type, not just spinal cord injury, but even, cerebral palsy, whatever,
Yes.
anybody who's limited access.
right, the people that need it the most. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So.
Well, until then, you've got an untapped market here. Question I had was, do you, I know typically it's not the case. Are you able to bill any type of insurance, or do you work with any, or have you in the past worked with any programs like Self-Direct that have like people have budgets and they can like kind of contract out and pay through that?
I'm not familiar with Self-Direct, but there is a policy code for insurance by New York State with my medical massage therapy license that I have, that I tell people they're able to get reimbursed through the state with. I can give you the policy number and tell you would need to get a prescription from your doctor, which no doctor is going to deny. They might laugh at you because it's relatively a new thing. If you try to say, hey, I want to go get medical massage therapy, they're going to be like, okay, because they don't recognize it really yet. But I tell people, try to get your doctor to write it as vaguely as humanly possible, because by law, I would only, if he wrote left shoulder pain, massage therapy twice a week, then I'm only able to work that left shoulder, which is fine if that's what you want to work on. However, if you say to your doctor, massage therapy has really helped me and my insurance will cover it under this policy, can you write me a script for it? Tell him to write it. Massage therapy as needed for pain relief, as many times as needed. And that way you can come multiple times under your policy number. And I can work the entire body. And that way, it's kind of like not cheating the system, but just being smart with the system.
No, you need to.
Definitely.
And are there any providers that that you've seen that are better about providing or offering that reimbursement? Or
usually if a person has PT coverage, that's the back door to get medical massage therapy coverage. So as long as you have that, you should be able to get it.
no, that's great information.
Yeah. And
I was expecting that to be a solid no. So
no, it's a really relatively new thing. And I can, I don't know the policy number off the top of my head. I can email it to Adrienne and then have her send it to you guys, and you can try to work on getting a script, and you can even call your insurance. And when you call your insurance, I say to tell them, I have a script from my doctor. Don't tell them exactly what the script is for. Don't say for medical massage therapy. Just say, here's the policy number, because if you tell them up front that it's for medical massage therapy, they're immediately going to say no. Massage therapy is covered under the umbrella of PT coverage. They just don't know that. So, like, again, it's a backdoor way of getting in, and it's working with the system, not cheating the system is how I see it. That was a good question. I get asked that question quite a bit.
This typically Medicare wouldn't cover though, or
I'm honestly, I'm not familiar with, I don't think I've had anyone try with Medicare yet, but I can look into that for you.
Just curious.
Yeah.
So I just want to recap that because that was really good information. So basically, they get the policy number from you. They can call their insurance, only give the policy number. Don't say anything about massage.
Yep.
They will tell you the coverage that you have.
Yeah.
And then that with the script from the doctor.
And have the doctor write the script as vague as possible. Just massage therapy as needed for pain relief.
Okay.
Period.
Thanks.
And that way, when you come in, if you want to focus on different things each time, we can do that. And you can be in charge of your treatment instead of, insurance being in charge of it. That's how it should be anyway.
How do you know what treatment to get?
Well, that's something that we can talk about one-on-one in person. It just depends on where you're feeling your pain, what your goals are, what you hope to accomplish with massage or with the other therapies that I offer. There are a lot of different things that we can do and we can work on. So it really just depends on what the goal is.
Is there a specific type? You hear me?
Yes.
Is there a specific type of meditation that you use in practice?
I do a lot of guided meditation with my clients. Guided meditation is when I talk and kind of lead them through into a meditative state. I do this a lot with my sound baths as well. I'll lead them into a meditative state before practicing and starting to play. This actually opens up more of a calmness to a person and more of an awareness as to being centered in their body, and more like mindfulness type practices, things like that. It's a really great way for a person to practice and stop overthinking. A lot of times people will get caught up in that, monkey brain where they can't end the cycle, and meditative practices and mindfulness and things like that will really help from keeping a person going down the rabbit hole.
Probably helps a lot with anxiety then, right? And you find
Absolutely. Anxiety and depression for that matter.
A lot of good questions.
I know.
Anyone else have any others?
I'm still trying to figure out how trauma gets trapped in your hips and what it's doing in there.
That I don't, you know what? I don't even know the answer to that, but that's just the place where everything is stored, energetically speaking. So that there's just because you don't feel pain or don't feel tension or don't feel trauma in your body doesn't mean that your tissues don't remember. Your body will hold on to things and traumas that you might not even be aware of. And that's where kind of my practices and my techniques come in to kind of release those things and rid the body of those things to create an environment that's more welcoming for healing and more welcoming to be open to receiving good things and staying in those positive emotions when all that person wants to live in is anxiety and depression. It's scientifically proven that if you're vibrating at a lower frequency, it's harder to stay in positive emotions like joy and happiness. So those sound bowls will increase the vibrational frequency within your body and create an environment that's easier to stay happy and be in happy emotions. And I love seeing that because it's night and day from a person walking in the door to leaving, literally.
I remember hearing that in yoga too, like the same with the hips.
Yeah. Yeah. And I should look into that. I don't know why, but
like opening the hips to release, where we hold. Yeah,
there is something to that because I do a lot of hip work on my one-on-one clients, whether it's massage or whether it's with the sound bath and positional therapy, which is putting a client in a specific position and then just kind of either playing the sound instruments or like moving and getting things moving in those areas. You can see the release. People will genuinely have like an emotional breakdown and let things out that they've been holding on to, whether it's anger or sadness, tears, they'll cry. And it's a beautiful thing to see and witness.
Back to more of the financial stuff. Do you charge additional rates for travel, and is it like per mileage or distance?
I don't know yet.
Fair enough. Good, honest answer.
Can I get back to you?
Sure.
It depends on how far it is, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If it's just right up the street, probably not.
Yeah.
And what gas prices are and another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Do you have a bicycle?
No.
That would be something to see, though. Somebody riding their bike for the massage table on their back.
I'm strong. I don't know if I'm that strong.
Anyone else have any questions?
How far out are you typically booked?
Usually a week out. But I mean, if I know it's you guys, I can make space for you. Stay later or come in earlier. I'm pretty flexible with my schedule. I work on Saturdays and Sundays as well.
What are your typical hours?
I usually take my first appointment at 7 a.m. and my last appointment at 6.
Long days.
When do you sleep?
I sleep like a baby. I'll have breaks throughout the day. It doesn't mean I'm booked solid all the way through. Some days I have big gaps, but those are just when I take my first and last appointments.
If we want to book, and probably best would be go through you instead of your website.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier. I'll be able to answer quickly and get you in sooner rather than the website.
Perfect. Thank you. And thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Very informative.
Other massage therapists at your clinic, or is it?
I'm actually starting a girl. I'm very excited about it. She's going to be part-time, but she's going to be starting, I think, next month. So
You got a little kiddo on the line.
I hear a little person. Is it one of Josh's little people?
Yeah, it's John.
Oh,
Can you say hi? Can you wave? Can you wave?
hi, buddy. Oh, he's so cute. So that's good though. They know they'll get you if they come in then.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up just on an hour almost. Anything else? Anyone else? Or anything else anyone wanted to add? Ask. We've got your website linked in the chat. We can put that
Awesome.
out in our information and your
Phone number
phone
too,
number.
right? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, just make sure I type that right. Oops. Just make sure I type that right. I switched numbers a lot.
I see zenon57.com.
Oh, the website I'm not worried about because I copied and pasted.
I was just announcing it too for people who watch it over because they can't see the chat.
Yeah, it looks right.
Okay.
I'm gonna Beth, if it's okay, like I said, I'm gonna send you just a document of what the notes I took, and just if you can let me know if everything's accurate, and then I can
Sure.
share that with the group too.
Absolutely.
Great. No, I think we can call it there. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us.
Thanks, Beth.
Thanks for taking the time, and thanks for having a clinic like this.
Thank
Great.
you. That means a lot.
Yes.
Really awesome.
This is awesome. Thank you, Beth.
I'm excited to meet you guys when you come in.
You can
Have a
tell
good
we
night.
are too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
If anyone else wants to stay on and chat for a second or has anything to add, feel free. Adrian, do you have can you put the date out for the bowling event?
On the chat?
Chat and or just announcing.
Oh, just saying it again, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
June 27th, 12 o'clock. Obviously, we'll be there it's not like you have to be there by noon. We're gonna have pizza, snacks, bottled water, bring family and friends.
That's for the picnic in the park.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be at Willow Bay, which is the end of Onondaga Lake Park that's closer to Long Branch. I'm gonna send out more emails, but on it I'll have like a map to kind of where it is to help people kind of I know a lot of people probably know where it is, but for those that don't, maybe it'll be a little more helpful. And then obviously just reach out to us if you want more detailed directions. Yeah, I'm hoping for better weather this time. I know getting a pavilion has been mentioned. I mean, the only problem with that is that you have to pay for it and you don't get your money back.
They're all booked up anyways. I did book too.
On the 27th?
Like they're booked up through the end of
All
July
summer.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The cost when we wouldn't be able to get our money back, I guess.
Right.
We were kind of hesitant to do that. Where in the past with the tents, they were good for as far as if it gets too hot to have some shade.
Do you have the date for the bowling event fundraiser?
I don't know if we did we set an exact date? It's in September.
Okay. I don't have it offhand on mine, so
September
but
20th.
we'll put more information out. What's that?
September 20th.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
So
my brain usually doesn't work like that, but I know I have my Hall of Fame thing the week before, so it works out.
Great. So yeah, please mark that in your calendar and invite everyone you can and join in, and we'll have some fun, raise some money, and have a good time.
Yeah.
There'll be links to be able to put your team together, or families put their team together, friends, whatever it may be.
I think there'll be raffles and all types of good stuff, so it'll be fun. new
Okay.
event that we're trying out.
And where is that going to be?
That Green Lakes Bowl, right,
Where's that?
Josh? Or right, Josh, isn't that it?
No, I think I've asked Sherry or Judy. I think it was someplace else.
So
Well, we're still
Yeah.
finalizing anyway. I have it in my notes.
Do you remember Lynn's by any chance?
I have not been part of any of those.
Okay, I was just checking.
our event planning group is not.
Yeah.
I can look. I have the
Judy's in
notes
charge of that
for
pretty
it.
much. So
I
we'll share it out.
heard Green Lakes at one point, but that was long time ago.
I thought it was a bigger one. I could be mistaken.
But we'll get that information out to everybody. But get the date at least at this point, and it'll be in the area here.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Mark your calendars for the 27th, though, because it'd be nice to see each other in person.
Mhm.
Seen enough
Hang
of
out as
you.
opposed to just
Nice.
You say that.
I think Michelle, that was pretty funny.
What'd she say?
I said I've seen enough of you too much.
Is she torturing you in there,
Can we
Michelle?
mute, can we mute Michelle?
Quite the rave review for Adrian.
Right?
Speaking of which, I got to get back in to see you too. I've been slacking.
You've been very busy, very busy with a lot of good things. So
Mm-hmm.
I can confirm he has been talking about it.
yeah,
Haven't forgotten. You got to cure me yet.
just
Bring it there.
just let me know.
If not from the paralysis, something else. I'm sure I got a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, your mental health, we can't help
At
you
least-
with that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Maybe you need to go and get it released from your hips first.
Yeah, there you go.
I have heard that though, and I've heard of people
Mhm.
getting emotional, like she
Responses.
said. I have.
Mhm.
I don't know the science behind it either, but
I actually saw it on Facebook a couple weeks ago. So
Really?
I don't know why it popped up. Maybe I'm over emotional.
It'll pop up for all of us now that it's heard us talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shakira was right.
Hips don't
Hips don't
lie.
lie.
But you know how you guys live together, so Connor's probably mental health brought it out of your computer.
Yeah, well, Lindsay figured out how to help my mental health. She's kicking me out, or her mental health, sorry.
I needed my sanity back.
Yeah, I don't blame me.
It's only been 5 years.
Betty's in the background here saying, "Well, think about 12 years."
what?
Yeah, but I'm not married.
You're right. We're talking about Connor's mental health.
I think I'm a detriment to his mental health, to be honest.
No. Nonsense.
I'm pretty sure he's my therapist.
Yeah, no, I just haven't been getting paid. I'm surprised that she takes, like, there's a route to insurance reimbursement. I mean, it's not full coverage, but that's way better than it used to be. Because it was
Right.
just solid dead no for a long time. From what I saw. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm taking off for the night. It's good seeing everybody.
Thanks, Josh.
Glad-
Great seeing you.
glad-
Glad you joined.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out too.
Have a
We
good
can-
night, guys.
Well,
We can call it.
Bye, Josh.
Great seeing you all. Alexis,
too.
you coming out for the picnic?
I will be there.
I have to work at the hospital that weekend, so
Mhm.
I will not be.
Lame.
I know.
Oh, well. You'll be missed. Well, hopefully everyone else can get out. It'll be a good time. We can try to also figure out something with rides if necessary too.
I was told I was supposed to be in the kitchen, so I can't come.
Not for
Just
me.
kidding. Yes, for you.
All right, guys.
Oh, I found where the bowling thing is. I just found the flyer that Judy made. It is Village Lanes.
Oh, that's right.
Where is that? Of course, I would ask that question.
A good question.
I thought it was in Liverpool. You want to punch it in?
East Syracuse.
East
East
Syracuse.
Oh yeah, it's right in the village, I think, of East Syracuse, if I'm thinking of the right one. Yeah. And that
Okay.
is September 20th, like Josh said, 1 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not a huge time commitment, but it'll be a good time.
But
The
we have a
time,
lot more info coming out.
And if you can't come, try to help us promote if you can, and if you have any interest in wanting to assist in the event too, I know Judy would take you on is like fundraising, planning, event planning. So those things exist too. So
Yeah,
there's
we could definitely use more
opportunities.
help with that. We really do need more help with it.
Mhm.
There's probably about maybe 5 or 6 of us right now working on it. So we could use more folks if you want to contribute a little bit
Always
of time.
appreciate it.
when I see you at therapy, let's talk about what needs to be done. I'll see if I can help any.
Okay.
Cool.
It's awesome. Thanks. So you're going to talk to me again?
Maybe. Didn't say that. I mean, like, keep my hand up.
In front of your face.
All right, yeah.
I'll delete that from the recording. Don't worry.
You stopped the recording already.
Nope.
Oh.
Never happened. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording now then, in that case.
All right. Well, everybody have a good evening. I'll head out and do bedtime.